that's adorable. Hey! Act 1, The Wayfarer's Inn. 2, Prelude to Bravery, 58th of the Wake. Okay, okay. We've got like tentacles over there. She took a quest! Ooh. What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Tregaron. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday? Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows the way around difficult terrain, woods even. Preferably one who is good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. Ah, I am good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know, Fable. Come on. Come on. And? Maybe I want the quest. Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forest. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they are also human. But you've talked to humans before. the anxious overthinking. And you've got silver arrows from your birthday last year, and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then? I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather, I did. But then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I'd have to go on the quest. And I'd have to fight the werewolf. Or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Nothing like socializing. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And then what if I try to shoot it with my silver arrow? I miss and shoot a tree instead, and then the tree would be mad at me. But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead. Because of the werewolf. Solid logic. That took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yes? Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? I wish people would do this for me sometimes. Maybe. I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I! Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. Oh, I relate to Fable so hard. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes a decision for me. Like a slime, a frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water. More slime. Bones. Gross. You sell bones? Only to slimes. Ah. Maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. You'll have to pick them up from the forest floor. Jeez, Fable. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general? I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. About taking the quest, it seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses. But it would make for a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic. Fable, the protector of the woods. The world. The worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. I agree. Protect the worms. When it rains and you see them out on the sidewalk, go pick them up. Do it. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, I start to think more deeply about what might happen. All my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Is there something making you feel like that you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. We don't know. It might. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light and the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mari Morgan incident. I wonder what that's about. Or my first encounter with the Amaranth and Hydra. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Aww. Why does no one want to spend time with you? Because I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky. Whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Oh. Imagine there's one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass it by except for me. I'd get caught in it and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it had been just once. It seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who wants to secretly kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming and they make for a nice bouquet, you know. She's even got a daffodil in her little hat. Or hair accessories. They always calm anxiety when I have them around. But me being me, I confuse them with their evil twin, the weeping Amaryllis. Just turned into, strange horticulture. Now guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping. Like a baby, all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. First encounter with the Hydra. Well, just the day after it arrived to guard the portal to the dream plane Avalon. I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them all a little in the oven. But I thought since it had a fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranth and Hydra. And I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around. Oh boy. And how its green scales matched my hat. Aww. But it was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all about what I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits and then at me, and it said, "By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as the gilded ice. Some things are as changing as the Leviathan sea. All chimeras hate mice. All hydras love tea." Ooh. I thought to myself, wow, the Amaranth and Hydra has given me a riddle. A quest! Maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left. And I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to set foot in front of it again, lest I know I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore. I ran back, apologized, and begged for the answer. Turns out that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it, Sam? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died. What halves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned? We're just spitting straight facts, yo. They changed nothing. I suppose you have a point. It's the Mara Morgan incident. Yes, the Mara Morgan incident. That was probably the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. Do we really have to talk about that? Only if you want to. I'm here for your therapy, Fable. Alright, but just because it's you. An adventuring party was on their way passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvan spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So, they wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Tregarin recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure. Yay! And no riddles to get confused about either. I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So, of course, it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Anxiety will do that to you. Why were you so nervous? New people, seasoned adventurers, one stronger than the next, all in shining armor and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? I I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared, but my fear got hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I've never got lost in the woods before, but this time I did. I couldn't see well. There was blood rushing my ears and I felt dizzy. So for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks of the Shivermere, home to the Mara Morgan. You know of the Mara Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men? Sounds kind of like the Banshee. I'm not sure she really differentiates between genders, though. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. I silently bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughing stock in every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in an adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them right into the arms of the wyvern chimera that resides in the Quag Mangrove. They say it has a taste for adventurers. But you didn't. But I didn't. You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be, when everything I touch falls apart? You know that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I just seem to get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You'll have to find that out then. Like, on a quest, for example. Don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is try to help them. So there's always going to be someone better. Like, once you accept that, it makes it a lot easier to just move forward. So what if another adventure swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows? You might even end up forming a party. Oh! And besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I am a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. That's the spirit. Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and, future hero, charmer of nymphs, am going to embark on this quest and save the villagers. And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes, good job. You got this, baby girl. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes! Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so that a werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight it, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy? Perhaps it's just a hungry lost lichen after all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I'll leave the choice up to you. Ooh. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. But of course, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for backseat mixing. Okay, so this is where the choices come in. Hello. Oh, I love it so much. Oh my word. Okay, so what she wants is either dexterity or charisma. I mean, Carolyn mentioned that werewolves are often, like werewolves in Vakukin or whatever she is, are often mistaken for one another. So maybe having some charisma would help. I don't know that's her strong suit though. But it feels more like her vibe. So this one's a charismatic boost. Sparkling Nebula. Inspires ideas and stories. This one is lots of defense. Frosted Lagoon protects from physical and spiritual harm. And then we've got Swift Strike, which is Delta Dexterity. Let's do Spoken Heart. Why not? Hold on, let's check these other things. Ignis, Cantio, Pluma, Tempest, Frigus. Okay. The stats. Infusions. Map. Ooh, so that's where we are. The Northern Republic. The Republic of Fessoa is Fessoa's primary nation. It is geographically and culturally divided by the large mountain range of Dulvemer, stretching over a significant portion of the continent. The Republic's western side is so expansive it is divided into a northern and southern half. The Northern Republic is full of lush forests and mangroves. Coastal cities are important trading hubs for the islands in the west, like Dyria or the Highlands. Even further north are the Fearsome Mountains, giant and fairly dangerous mountain range to explore, partly due to semi-regular volcanic activity. So this is where the werewolf is. Ashen Grove, Trigaran, Zenith, and Wayfarer's Inn. So this is where we are. Interesting. Okay. And then chat log, quests, rumors. We'll sort through those in a second. And then Carolyn's a new one. Oh, she's 36. Oh, they even have their Arcana. And she's 110. Oh, excuse me, they are 110. Alright, Fable, here we go. There we go. Let's do some Spoken Heart. Draw the recipe! Here we go. We're gonna give that werewolf a hug. Perfect. And some defense. Oops, a little too much. There you go, Andu. There we go, we need a little bit of this. Perfect, Spoken Heart. You got this. This should do it. Thank you, I feel much better. Braver. Farming. No, wait, that sounds like I'm tending to a farm. There are a lot of farmers in Trigaran, and I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. You go for it. I just hope they don't have to fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. You're gonna be okay, Fable. You got this. Thank you again. I think this drink gave me the courage I needed to get started. You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I'd have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest, so... I brought you some Phoenix Chilies from my garden. Oh, chilies. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass that on to mortals like us. Exactly. I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll look at them all together later. Of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory. Please don't die. I hope Fable will be alright. What happens if I click this tentacle? I don't think anything happens. Something about Zesty One. I hope I was able to help. Oh, it's you again. Hey. Fishnet Gloves McGee. You again. Me again. And who are you? Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. Yes, I get it. Could you try being more specific? That Spoken Heart one tasted fine. Thank you. Spoken Heart it is. In we go. Spoken Heart. Bam. There we go. And a little bit of this. And a little bit of this. Perfect. There you go, sir. Ma'am. I think you're sir. I don't know. A spoken heart just for you. Maybe it will help you find more words. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. I maybe come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. Charming. There he goes. Okay. Is Carolyn gonna come back? Oh. Oh. Hey guys. Careful, you'll step on my cape. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Is this dwarf a woman? Ugh, not another one of those empty babblers. I can confidently say I'm all but empty. That's what they all say. Seems like they've given you more dialogue options than most, but that doesn't convince me just yet. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Of course not. Probably forgot to give you enough intellect. Would surprise me if there was actually a brain inside that skull. Jeez. I'm sure there is. Have you checked? No, but I can assure you I'm different from your average background character. Yeah, guys, I'm not like other girls. Sure. I must agree, you look much more delicious than they usually do. You put those things away. Thank you, though I should let you know I'm not on the menu. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. I see. That thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? Ah! My cape! Your cape? That's not his cape. That green veil on his shoulder is an ooze, or what's left of it. And the rest of it is on you? Aye, pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? You just did. Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for either your story and your names. Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. I am Sir Alphonse Louis Frederic Duquette du Songe. Oh, so I'm getting a French vibe. It's long for Kyle! What? Kyle? Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood. Or if you're out, I would also settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red's my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. Alright, something that's red. Ooh. So it'd probably be Southern Brawler. Is what I'm thinking. Yeah. This is very, very red. A little bit of this. And a little bit of this. Perfect. Bye, Andrew! Oh my gosh, he's so cute. There you go, dude. Some almost blood for you, sir. Oh, thank you very kindly. That looks so delicious. I can't believe his name is Kyle. It also tastes delicious, very alive. Maybe as a chaser you could let me have a bite. No. Okay. And who may I offer the second drink? Rhea Frostgrip. Nice to meet. Yeah, skip. Just serve me something strong, something that feels durable. Tough like a mountain or the caves of Ur. One of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. Alright, frosted lagoon it is. Right there. Okay. So we're gonna need some of this. Very, very cold. Far over the... Wait, no, we don't need this. Far over the misty mountains cold, through dungeons deep and caverns cold. I didn't do that right. Cave drink! A taste of her just for you, valued customer number 2. Oh, are you hitting the placeholder text? Let me try. I see you're many things but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks. Just how I like it. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about that ooze-filled story? Fine, guess you burned it. Also, I'm aware that this is probably a horrible Scottish accent, but we're committed to the bit. Alright, picture me deep in the mountains of Dulvimer, with my trusty axe and a good drink by me side. There I was, minding my own business, digging for the good stuff, you know. Hit a gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big old pile of gold. And suddenly this big ooze comes along and slurp! Gone it was. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now. It's nearly sunrise. And? The sun kills you? Oh, right. Did the ewes also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when that ooze slurped my gold, I had to do something. So I took my shovel and dug and hit until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing. So did you dig out your gold? Silly fool, she dug out me! And guess what he was clinging to? The gold. Oh yes, a big gold nugget should be enough to get me to Barovia. And perhaps it can even get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. Ah, we did? Please allow me to ask a question. What was that deal again? I get you to Barovia so you can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return I get the gold. But what about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother, it's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on the way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape. Do you know where I put my capes? Where? In a wardrobe! Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe then? What? No! Kyle, maybe we could find someone to retrieve your cape for you? We could? Phenomenal! I could put out a quest for you, but for that we need a little more information. Good luck with that. First I need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strut in Barovia. I am actually running a campaign right now for some of my family that is Curse of Strahd that takes place in Barovia. I understood that reference. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I cannot find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Oh, he did the thing. Of course. Then, what was the last vampire event you wore the cape to? I don't think he remembers. My wedding! Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to marry my most treasured cape. To show how important she was to me. Evelyn, the vampiric Countess Evelyn residing in Marrow Castle? That would be her. Congratulations, are you still married? Oh, of course not. I hate her. Every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... Spit it out, leech. Oh. What? My cape! Ah, oh, rats. Here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape. What now? That little mean, vicious, beautiful beast. Her, that thief of thieves who robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No, I had that taken out centuries ago. But my cape, I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps Innkeeper. That's your name, right? Sure. Do you think think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me. I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search now. So, where could a brave adventurer find Marrow Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's broom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn, Queen of Darkness, Temptress of Men, Flamenco champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. But be wary, she bites. And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. Alright, I have a quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your cape back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. Innkeep, quickly another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Alright, lagoon it is. Boop. Putting in the cold stuff. Doo-doo-doo-doo. And then a little bit of this stuff. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Perfect. There we go. There you go, Rhea. Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I'm consumed with thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails you. The whole way here you were complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. My back is all itchy. By the dragons, could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh right. Innkeeper! Do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin? I am afraid not. Oh, I thought we had something that said it has UV, resistance. That reminds me, my Aunt Matilda used to harness the power of a chimera saliva for sun protection. A chimera? A thing of beast made of several animals. Got 3 heads and all made by the dragons to guard Gaia likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware, I just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. If only I hadn't eaten that delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves. I could have asked it for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. The tears. What are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal. Oh, nay, forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make it another quest for my trusted board. And when will it be done? Tell me, when can I welcome immortals in the glistening sunlight once more? As soon as the fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds. Especially that part. Splendid! Did you hear that? A quest just for me! Let's leave it at 2. Say, Innkeep, while we wait for someone to do his work for him, do you perhaps have a room or 2? Possibly a room without sunlight. Wouldn't want Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing, I've got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up, maybe you'll become a real girl one day. Rude. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. Do not bite me. I just realized his buttons are little bats. Alright, so we need some quests. So... Vampire... So this one's all about Chimera Saliva, so I would say this is all a quest. Deep in the quagmangrove resides a wyvern chimera. Its scales and claws are a valuable treasure to any alchemist, its saliva even more so. As it happens, a certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen so effective that even he could walk in broad daylight. Is there any adventurer or mouse brave enough to confront the beast? The chimera, not the vampire. And bring back a bucket of saliva. A bucket? That is so many. So we've got a vampire looking for a cape. He last saw it on his wedding day. And then she's at the foot of, excuse me, Wrath Peak. There we go. Hey there, Evelyn! On a mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his cape of invisibility at the Wayfarer's Inn. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at his wedding, where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. She resides at the foot of Witch's Wrath Peak. Venture to the peak and dare to retrieve the long-lost cape, but be aware she might be invisible. And then, let's see. Oh! I'm going to assume those don't go together then. Cleaning up, feeding my little guy, blowing out the candle. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are interested in seeing more of Tavern Talk, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel. I've got a whole bunch of other cozy games like this over there, and I will follow up with some more as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye!